Hola culés, Dean Huijsen. Are we worried? Are we worried about the new Real Madrid? The Real Madrid we all know and love this season is gone. It's not here. Unfortunately, something big is going down in Madrid right now. Apparently they're pushing all the right buttons right when we felt like Dean was going to Liverpool or Dean was going to another club in the Premier League. Real Madrid makes a big push and takes the 20-year-old central defender from Bournemouth for 59 million euros. I gotta hand it to the kid, man. The kid was born to play in Spain and for Spain. He moved to Malaga at a younger age youth academy. And then he moves and takes a big leap to go to the youth academy in Juventus. And then he goes on a loan for somebody none other than Jose Mourinho to Roma. And then from Roma he gets the first professional contract with Bournemouth. And now Real Madrid comes in and scoops him up for 59 million euros. The kid was born to play in Spain. When he played for the Nations League, I banged this table for Barca to get him. But that was never going to happen because we are financially broke as well. We don't have the kind of money to go out and spend this kind of money on a center back, unfortunately. But Real Madrid, this is what they needed to do. And they are pushing the right buttons. And I'm starting to get a little worried because Real Madrid is rebuilding before our very eyes. It all started with firing Ancelotti, right? They got Xabi Alonso, young manager with new ideas for this team. Apparently they want to play the 3-5-3. Who knows if that's going to happen or not? But what I do know is it all starts with Dean Huijsen, a great defender. I watched him in the Nations League having an amazing performance. When Kobarski gets injured, he comes in and he gets booed by the Netherlands because he chose not to play for the Netherlands, even though he chose the Netherlands when he was younger. Now he goes to Spain because he wants to play in Spain. Plays amazing with both legs. He's very good on the ball. He likes having the ball. He likes to create. He likes making long passes. I still remember that amazing pass he gave to Lamine Yamal off the field. Lamine Yamal controls it and scores an amazing banger to eliminate the Netherlands. What a crazy pass. That is what he brings. And now it's Xabi Alonso and Dean Huijsen to start things off. And I'm going to tell you something. Why am I a little worried about what Real Madrid is doing? In 2009, Barcelona had an incredible team. Just won everything. We beat Arsenal in the final of the UEFA Champions League. We won the treble. We won La Liga. We won every single thing we competed. We won in 2009. And what did Real Madrid do? They said, not on my watch. I'm not about to watch a dynasty happen. And Florentino Perez said, not on my watch. What did he do in 2019, in the summer of 2009? What did he do? He brought none other than Cristiano Ronaldo with an incredible number of $80 million signing. At that point, at that time, that was a lot of money. That was rounding numbers of around 100 mil. That was crazy. Then why does he do that? Because Cristiano Ronaldo just by himself was not going to be able to have success in Real Madrid. He brings in Kaká, that had just won the Ballon d'Or in 2007. He comes in 2009, 2 years later, to play for Real Madrid. And not only that, they signed Karim Benzema in 2019 for 35 mil. They have Kaká for 65 mil. Cristiano Ronaldo for 80 mil. It's a complete rebuild because that is what Barca does to Real Madrid. To compete, they have to buy their way out of it. And we have them on the ropes, and now they're trying to buy their way out of it once again. They brought in none other than Xabi Alonso, who is going to be the new manager for Real Madrid for $30 million. Arbeloa as well, two players that came in from Liverpool. Albiol coming from Valencia. That was a lot of signings. They literally broke the bank with over $250 million in 2009. That is exactly what I see happening right now. Because guess what? Dean is just the first domino to fall for Real Madrid. What else coming? And what I really worried, to answer the question, are we worried about Dean? No, absolutely not. We are not worried about Dean because Dean is an amazing defender who is just an amazing defender. That is it. But what I'm really worried about is that Real Madrid is pushing the right buttons because Dean is a right player for them. And now the rumor has it they want to sign Carreras. And Carreras was the kid. If you have to tell me right now, Miguel, who is the player who has played Lamine Yamal the best? I would have told you Carreras before you even tell me that he was coming to Madrid, without a doubt. In Madrid knows it. Real Madrid knows that, and they are pushing all the right buttons. They want to get Carreras because they want this Carreras kid to defend Lamine Yamal. They don't want Barca to beat them again head to head. For Real Madrid, it's very important that these clásicos are not one-sided to Barca. And that is the reason why they fired Ancelotti. Because he went 0-4 against Barcelona. You got to be better than that. Even with the current squad, you got to be able to win at least one game or something or two. And now, after Carreras gets signed, now we all know that Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming. So that is strengthening the back line of Real Madrid. The fullbacks, the center backs. Now that just leaves a question. What is going to happen in the midfield area? Who is going to be the Toni Kroos? And now I'm hearing Enzo Fernandez, McAllister, and I am a little worried that Real Madrid is going to break the bank this transfer window. And when you couple that with the Barcelona not being able to spend a lot of money, well, Barcelona doesn't need a lot of signings. They just want everything. But what I will say is, if Real Madrid breaks the bank and they go out and get all these players, well, that's a lot of pressure, my friends. You better deliver. You better win the head-to-heads. You better win titles. Because if Barca wins one more time, that is a big gamble, baby. That is a big gamble that these things are going to work. And Real Madrid directly wants to compete with this Barca team that is not even close to the 09 team that we had back then. We need a world-class striker. We need a world-class goalkeeper. And these two things that we don't have right now it's what I'm really worried about. But what I'm really worried about is Carreras. What I'm really worried about is that now with Dean, with Carreras, with Trent, if they sign somebody who can create like a Vitinha or like a Varela, somebody like that can come in like that, that would be incredible for Real Madrid because now, they get rid of Rodrigo and Mbappe, Vini, let's say Varela. In my opinion, if you ask me, Varela would be my signing for Real Madrid. Varela, then we have Valverde, we have Jude Bellingham, and that is Tchouaméni. That's a good midfield. I'm not gonna lie. That's really really well. That's really good. And if you throw in Arda Güler, that's even better. So I am starting to get a little concerned for the new Real Madrid era, that it wants to compete with the new Barcelona era. So Barcelona needs to get even stronger. We need to get add more depth on the wings. We need to add more depth on the fullbacks. We need to have a better goalkeeper. That's the only way we're gonna keep repeating what we did this season to what Real Madrid is trying to do as we speak. They are trying to rebuild, and they are buying their way out of what happened. The same thing, they are trying to buy their way out for what the Barcelona success that they're having, just like they did in 2009. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts? Are you worried about this Real Madrid? Do you think that we can compete as we stand, or what signings do you think that Barcelona should add to the current squad? Hey, I'm happy you stick to the end. I appreciate you all. Subscribe to the channel. Please like and subscribe, and like and comment your thoughts. That's what we make these videos, for you to comment and say what your thoughts are, and we can go back and forth. Hey, I'll catch you guys on the next video, and as always, Visca el Barça.